D.W. Flips by Mark Brown. I'd like today for you to think about what's going on in your movie in your head. So I'll show you the pictures after I read the book today. And let's then compare them to the illustrator's movie in their head and how they thought the story looked. I can't believe they put me in this baby class at D.W. I want to do flips. Miss Morgan put on music. First we do warm-up, she said. Up, down, touch your toes. Very good. Everyone join hands and skip in a circle. Slow, now faster, said Mrs. Morgan. And maybe your schema, your pictures in your head look the same because you've taken classes like this, like D.W. has. So it helps the movie in your head because it's a text-to-self connection, isn't it? Now not that fast, she said. She blew her whistle. Now we'll learn the forward roll. Watch carefully, said Miss Morgan. Bend your knees, hands down, tuck your head under, push forward, over and up. And this reminds me of gym class too, doesn't it? With our gym teacher. And so my schema can relate to that, and it changes the way my movie thinks in my head. Although I saw my movie, she was on a mat here, and it doesn't look like she has a mat. But it does look here like they do. But it doesn't look like the kids do. So that would have been something I added to my movie. Everyone try it on. Try it, said Miss Morgan. This will be easy, said D.W. Who wants to be first, asked Miss Morgan. I do, said Emily. Very good, Emily, said Miss Morgan. D.W., you're next. Now my movie is predicting that something not so good is going to happen to D.W. because I know Mark Brown books in my schema of text to text, and it makes me predict the movie in my head. Let's see if my movie changes. Whomp. Don't worry, D.W., said Miss Morgan. You will learn. It takes time. Lots of time, said Emily. Everyone practiced rolling forward rolls. Need some help? Asked Emily. That's all for today, said Miss Morgan. Don't forget to practice. Ah, and that was exactly what my movie was in my head because I didn't think there had to be a problem in the story, right? And so every story has a problem and then a solution. So it makes me think, I'm right, my movie. D.W. practiced in her room every night. She practiced in the dining room. She practiced in the laundry room. Oh, my. And my schema looked a lot like this, my movie in my head, because my 3 children do crazy things like dance all over the house and the whole house shakes. It's kind of like what's going on here. And they're always in our way, and we're trying to do things. And they're saying, look, Mom, look, 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 Dad. She practiced everywhere. Finally, it was time for D.W.'s next class. Oh my, that was not part of my movie. She trashed the grocery store. Crazy, D.W. Who remembers what we did last week? Asked Miss Morgan. D.W. jumped up. Everyone watched. D.W. said Miss Morgan. Are you sure you're ready? Said Emily. D.W. rolled forward once, twice, 3 times. Oh. Nice movie. In my head, she's being successful, and I think the kids are going to clap for her. That's what my schema tells me, because they're proud of her. All that practice paid off, didn't it? Wow, said Emily. Good work, said Miss Morgan. Thanks, said D.W. Now, said Miss Morgan, we'll try something new. Oh, boy. Something new? She just got that down. Do you think she's going to be able to get the other thing down? I don't know. My movie's wandering in my head. Backward rolls. Up and look at their faces. So my movie's right. I think she's worried about backward rolls. She just got forward rolls down, right? So what did your movie look like in your head? If you have experience with a gymnastics class or PE, then maybe you had the same kind of thoughts in the book as I read D.W. Flips. And maybe your movie was exactly what my movie was, or exactly what the illustrator's movie was. Sometimes our movies change in our head as we read the book. Sometimes they stay the same, especially when we have other text-to-text connections with the same author and illustrator. That helps us to kind of keep our movie very similar to what the illustrator is perhaps doing because we have experience with the book. When we don't have experience, then our schema we can't relate to, and our movie can look very, very different than what the illustrator puts down.